I did was I downloaded the pages and put them up in my cloud so that I would always have them.
Yeah.
Pretty good idea. I'm thinking about this. Tell me what you guys think. I'm thinking about doing this, putting them into my iPass leads, not the leads, but the buyers list. So when they switch from a lead to a buyer, and then have them kick out on get response every day for 30 days. What do you think?
Michelle did that 2 days ago.
Well, hey, it's gonna.
Great minds think alike. What can you say?
So how did you do that?
How did I do what?
She sent a different link.
Huh?
Each day she sent a different. So day one went on day one. Day two is going on day two.
So they have to click on the link then.
Well, see, if you open up the page, I think Mark. I just saw them in Facebook. That thing that Mark had up there for us to download.
Yeah, there's links.
There are a bunch of links. So if you click on a link, it takes you to a Google Doc. If you have a Google email address, you can. Well, even if you don't, I think you can download it to your computer. And what I did was just re-uploaded it to my cloud.
I'm going to show you my screen. This is what I got. All right, is this what you're talking about?
Yes.
Is that a Google Doc?
Yes, it is. And you can download that. I think if you go over there to File and Download As, and you can do it like Microsoft Word, and it'll download that into your or whatever. But the best thing probably would be Word.
Would be PDF or what?
Yeah, you can. I mean, whatever you want to do. Even if you did a PDF, the thing though is the trick is to make it so that you can put it into GetResponse the easiest way. And I was thinking a doc because you could just copy. Well, it doesn't matter because you just copy and paste it into GetResponse, right?
Yeah. Well, Michelle put it on the Google Drive and she sent a link out each day.
That works too because you know that. Well, I was going to say that might be better, but either way, I was going to say that'd be better because
give out the link. Yeah.
Because they could go to it whenever. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. They can click on. All right. It's good. Well, all I was talking about is have something that we can look at now. How many people has this on the chat? Everybody have it?
I got it.
Yeah, I just haven't downloaded it, but yeah, I've got it.
Okay. Well, basically what I see here, now day number one is just kind of building your foundation. And, what we're trying to do is get rid of that stinking thinking. All right? Because we all are hanging on with our past, the doubts our fears and our, what people say to us, we just kind of been hanging on to. We got to retrain our thinking or, how your subconscious kind of holds on to stuff, but we don't realize, but it holds on to different things. It's actually our subconscious has what you call fight and flight. And if you know what that means, it said, okay, when you know a car's coming and you're in the way, you're going to get out of the way. That's a natural response that the subconscious said you don't do. If you get a sales guy come in and start doing a sales pitch, where your subconscious says, okay, sales pitch, let's quit, So we have all these things in our subconscious that we don't realize are there. And we have to learn to reprogram that. And this is what you're trying to do with this first day or the first page here is setting your goals and creating your clear why, but you're trying to get you to repeat that so it becomes it just stores in your subconscious. You actually don't have to think about it. It just comes right out. Understand that?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Okay. Trying to get the thing to move here, but I can't. There it is. And now they do have some videos in here, but we don't have time to play. And I think this is like 34 minutes long. And it just basically kind of talks about the different areas and why you need to be setting goals, why you need to create a clear why. Because if you don't have a reason why, you won't do it. Just flat out. That why it's gotta be like you want to breathe. If it isn't that strong, it isn't strong enough. You got to find that why and the reason you want to do something. Because if you have it, you'll do it. Okay, it's just, as you see here, it's got example. Basically, you're going to go down and you're going to fill this page out, and according to what your desires are, and what your goals are, and what your whys are. All right, and that pretty much, just go down and fill the thing out. Be a good exercise, and they do tell you down at the bottom to get it out every day, and they actually say do it 3 times a day and just go through it. Okay. Let's see here. I'm trying to find the. See.
Now it's interesting because I like this idea, but I question how this might conflict with our new back office where we've got, and I've got the Ian to go, the Ian to go here, and
Okay.
it's the 10K blueprint plan for anyone coming in, and this is to get to gold 10K in a 2-month or 60-day blueprint. So I only mention that to make sure that we don't cause conflict or questions to anyone that might say, well, how is this different because it isn't exactly in line with this, which is our new Ian to go.
Yeah, that's a good conversation because I haven't had a chance to really see that yet. Anybody got that on a screen someplace we can take a look at it?
You probably could get a look at it there.
Log into Empower Network.
Yeah.
Hang on a second. Give me a minute. I'm getting stuff popping up here.
Yeah, because this is just the generic 60-day plan. In fact, I could probably pull it up and hit the link. We don't have our personalized ones yet, and then we also have the comp plan that is brought up.
Yeah. Well, that's good. All we want to do is we just want to get on the same page and let's start working together. And I know we have this 30-day plan that they had out there that with iPath. Maybe that's why they don't have it because it does conflict with the that 60-day plan they got there. Hang on.
Let's see.
The Ian to go is right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, now that one, let's see what pops up.
Okay, hang on a second.
Yeah, because in the first month, it's got the design for any new member on target to make bronze to earn $2,000. That's what the
Okay.
pack. Yeah, and then in the next 30 days, if they keep going on the pace that they've got set here,
I think
to
it's still low.
to hit through silver, which will then, with all the residuals, etc., allow them to hit gold.
But does the 60-day
Okay.
plan have actual training in it?
See, that's what's funny because they don't necessarily have the full training. They have the clubs with the
Right.
training inside it. That's why I like, that's exactly what I was talking about. I like what we're suggesting here because it talks about going out there, doing certain things and setting things up because that was very regimented. And if we look here on the I called it, you guys might laugh, but in my mind, I call this like the Candyland path.
Chutes and ladders.
Right? No ladders, no chutes and ladders. We just want to keep going. But you can see here, it takes them through within the first week. They want them to upgrade, and everything's possible. It's
Right.
just how do you take them as leaders and make sure that they're outfitted with everything that they need in order to move through it. And I know personally, I had to go through and make sure that things were set up in a certain way, and I would not have had the ability to have it set up without the training, let alone the 30-day plan that we're talking about. Okay,
it's well, reason why I kind of mentioned, because it seemed like we get on these calls and we're really not prepared for anything. So I'm trying to see if we can get a direction. All right, that we can all work together for, like, if you take this 60-day plan, and maybe we can go through and start doing some training or whatever on the different packages they got going. I have no idea. I know some of this stuff takes a lot of time to go through it. But anybody got any suggestions?
Well, my only thing with the 60-day plan is it doesn't tell you how to get people to sign up.
Right.
Doesn't tell you where to go. Doesn't tell you how to do a YouTube video. Doesn't tell you how to do a Facebook post. Doesn't tell you how to do Twitter.
Okay.
The 30-day plan goes into each one.
Okay.
I was right there too, Mark. Tactically, in fact, where I'm at right now in my business is I need to start assessing my conversions and how do I get them to start converting more in the back end of the funnel, right? So the front end of the funnel seems to be decent if you buy traffic and you do some other things and you do follow-ups. That's good, but I don't have a very good, I don't have conversion at all in the back end.
Right.
What do you mean by in the back end? What does that mean to you?
Well, upsells. Anything upsell
Okay,
beyond the
gotcha.
basic or trial.
I got you.
And, yeah.
So in other words, you're getting leads, you're converting them to either trials or, whatever the startup is.
Right.
You're wanting to know how to get them the big tickets.
Right. Right. And so we're taught, so I've determined we're taught just email, maybe talk to them once in a while and whatever. But email, get them engaged, get them to the phones. Well, I'm not seeing any conversions from it. I don't know if you are, but I'd like to figure out how do you continue to do that unless you find individuals such as myself or you, Mark, or you, Tim, or Sherry, and Steve, that we find ourselves that are interested in finding an opportunity like this. So,
well,
I'm stuck there.
can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, Sherry.
I have the same problem. Even though I'm getting the trial signups, I'm having a problem getting everyone to go through the steps. But when they do, they need to go through the elite training and all that stuff and let people upsell them from there. But I agree with you, Rose. How do you get them to do that?
Well, I mean, if
you'll go through this training.
If I was a new person looking at this, and I'm pointing at the screen right now in case you can't tell, I'd get to like the first week and go like, how do I do that?
Yeah.
I know how to buy stuff, but I don't know how to sell stuff.
Yeah, so is there a page down, Steve? There should be another page beyond this that says your first day, first month, second month. There it is. And it says get access to affiliate, and then the first week, attend the beginner club. So it says get access. And then join the 6-figure, you'll save some money there. So you're buying all the stuff. Then boss, attend beginner, attend elite, and that's where they're getting the training, or we're getting the training, and then go sell. But it doesn't say the tactical, here's how you do the setups, even though in the training, some of it's there. I've joined the training, but I don't know. It's not all there.
Now, what training are you talking about?
The clubs, beginning club.
Beginning club, they're kind of light, aren't they?
They're light. They're not over the shoulder. Here's exactly what you would do. That I would say. But everyone, I mean,
yes, Rose, have you been watching those beginners?
Yes, I have.
Yes. So let's just ask, would you, if you had a customer that just bought in and they're new, like within their first 30 days, and you told them to go look at this, do you think that those beginners would be helping them? Or do they need more than that?
I'm my worst enemy because I'm an operations director by heart, so I'm very regimented when it comes to operationally. You've got to have it laid out very specifically.
So
And
what you're pretty much what you're saying is that I hear the tension between the new Empower iPass stuff and the old 30-day. But one of the things I liked about the 30-day thing was, okay, so you go through and you go through it again and you go through it again. And every time you go through it, you pick up stuff that you didn't get the time before. But I'm just thinking that maybe what we should do, is have them both, but the main training for our people would be for the 30 days that we captured and downloaded. Because, and I'm thinking, I'm thinking that Steve's right. We should hang on to this stuff and teach it. And not really get hung up to is what the company thinks about it, because I don't think that they would really, I don't think they'd feel bad about us doing it. I don't think they'd get upset about it, because it's your business. You got to use whatever resources you want for your business. And I'm hearing you, Rose, but I'm thinking you're right. I think we need something more regimented.
Well, I don't see why you can't do both. You're going to do the 30-day program twice to get you to the 60-day, and you just make sure where you are along the way. As you're learning stuff, you're going to find what you want to do, because you don't want to do 10 different things, right?
Okay, well, let me ask you this. Are you all going to keep the iPass 2, the iPass Pro?
No, we're not going to keep the Pro, just no.
Okay.
I am.
How are we going to have access to it if we don't keep it? Well,
we're all going to log in on Rose's account.
Yeah.
I got you. It's all good.
Well, what do you need access for, Sherry?
Well, that's what I was asking, because like this, even the 30-day plan, the links that we have, I don't think show like the Facebook training or the Twitter training or the Facebook.
That was in that was, you had to buy the 6-figure formula in order to get into that. Am I right?
I think it was the 30-day.
But those were the link. I sent you those links, Sherry. You have all that.
But there was a deeper one that even I couldn't get into, because I didn't have the 6-figure thing. And whenever you clicked on it, like what I think is what Sherry's talking about, there was one that had some really deep Facebook and YouTube PPC type stuff, what to do, and you had, in order to get it, you had to have the 6-figure formula. That, you guys, I've never had it, so I don't know if those were in the links or not. I don't think they are.
Did you send something that wasn't YouTube, Mark?
What?
Were all your links YouTube, or were they different?
They were all YouTube.
They were all YouTube. Well, see, that's kind of what I was thinking about, because I don't know if I can get in the right place. Okay.
Show us.
Well, let me get. Like, wasn't there Facebook Hustle or something like that?
Yeah, that's in there. I sent that to you.
Okay. I lost the thing where I can share my screen.
Move your mouse around.
Move my mouse, not my body. I was moving my body around. Couldn't you tell?
We don't watch.
Okay, this is kind of where I was talking about. And I think this is all in there. Let's see. This is what we were going through.
Right, those are the 30 links that Steven sent out the other
Okay, right. Maybe it was under something else. Maybe it was I don't remember. I don't.
Next one over. Next.
Go over under training, the hat thingy.
Yeah. There you go.
I tried to click it for you, but it won't work.
I know.
I almost did that too.
I
And
just
where it
pointed at
says six-figure shortcuts.
Maybe that's where I was looking at.
Yeah. Now those ones I can't get. I didn't have those. That's the ones I was telling you about. You have to have the six-figure shortcuts. You have to have the six-figure, what you call it, to get in. You had to have that package to get into it.
Right, but you know, all those are in the dream thing, or the unstoppable dream.
Okay.
For sure, they're in there.
Yeah, I was looking at it last week.
Are they
Okay.
identical?
Then I need to get that.
Huh?
Are they identical?
Those 8 videos are in. Yeah, those exact 8 videos are in the unstoppable
Okay.
dream.
Okay.
Are they good?
Sure.
Oh.
What are you eating? Is that good?
Okay. Here's the part I was talking about actually, and then I'll quit sharing my screen. This is actually just in the basic Facebook mastery, and you have your Facebook chatting, Facebook hustle. See, these are the videos I was talking about.
Right.
I sent those to you.
Okay.
You did?
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think you did, and not those ones.
I didn't say. I only to Sherry, not to you guys.
Oh,
Wait, you don't like us, Mark? What's the deal?
No, I told everybody to send me their email address, and I will send them to them, and I did. Everybody sent me an email address. I got an email.
Gotcha, Grammy.
It's who you know. See.
I could send you maybe I'll upload it to Google, whatever the pages. I don't know what it's called.
can you not just put the link like you did the other links?
I don't have a link to my Excel on my computer.
I think it was. I think Linda and I were the only ones that gave you the emails, weren't we? Last.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I said Steve sent his. I sent it to Steve.
Okay.
I gotta go find it. I must have forgot about it. It figures.
There.
Okay. But yeah, it just has the links for all those videos except for 2.
Okay.
They
Great.
want YouTube.
Great. Then I will be letting that go. I guess I'll keep the basic maybe, but for right now.
Well, now I got to write down your email addresses. Dang it.
I'll send it to
So,
you.
Rose, you're going to keep your 97 too.
Yeah. Just for a little while.
Well, mine is due the 20th. So that's why I'm asking. I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to go ahead and keep it another month or.
Yeah, it's good. I am. I don't care.
Well, I had an idea. If we, I know Steve was talking about it, and he's right. We need to be a little more formatted, I guess is the word. I don't know. But if we each take turns doing some training, and since I'm recording it, and since I figured out how to use Camtasia, and it's actually a lot of fun, I could even like edit. We'll do this video, but then I can edit just the training part and send it to you guys, whoever does the training, and you can use it as a blog post.
Okay.
What, you gonna edit out the fun stuff that we do?
Yeah, edit out the hats and stuff.
Oh man.
No.
I was just thinking, that way we could each take turns, and it'll show us presenting in front of a group, which is good edification.
Oh, now that's good. Yes.
That's a good word, right?
And then if it's good software, you can edit in a whole crowd like we're standing at a podium.
Yeah. I'm not that.
Just put me on stage.
As long as you've got green screen in the back, I can do wonders with what you can provide me.
I didn't
Look,
say
I have a
that.
white screen right there.
So I can do white, blue, and green. Preferably blue and green.
That way we'll get more content out of this, and we can share it with our group, our lists.
Okay.
I think a couple of simple things that people, that isn't gone over. Well, it is in the 30-day plan maybe, but like the domain forwarding, just actually going out and purchasing a domain and doing that forwarding, because that's important with the emails, is having a domain so you don't have to use your Gmail account or whatever. Just a couple of simple things like that.
Or some stuff in GetResponse that people don't know about, or
10 or 15 minutes
the
training.
blogs. There's a lot of new stuff on the blog we can learn real quick and go over that.
Right.
So I'll just that way we can take turns and we each get a. You also get good practice at doing training videos.
What's let me ask you, what is the number one struggle everybody's having out there right now?
Leads.
Conversions.
Leads.
Okay. All right. So let's. Why don't we all just kind of this week spend a little time, find out, maybe go in Google and type in conversions, how to get conversions, and maybe we can all come back and we can talk about the different ideas out there.
Well,
I tell you,
if we all figure out how to do conversions and we get them, we'll be doing it from a beach somewhere.
I started going through the mass influence?
Mass influence?
Yes, I started going through that again this week. So,
what?
The mass influence formula.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've been through that.
I think a lot of people get so overwhelmed so quickly when they join up for the trial that if we could offer them some simple training that say, hey, these guys are actually going to be here and they're going to help us. I think that's what most people are looking for.
Yeah.
Right. But if we're doing that, well, we need to do that here because we could all use it on our blog. But a lot of times if we don't have new people on here, it can get
right, but if we start using it on our blog and inviting people here.
Right. Well, no. What'd you say? You could use Camtasia and edit it down the training part so we could use on our blog.
Right.
So that's what I was saying. It didn't matter if we already know how. We could still use the training.
Right, and just say, hey, if you want more training like this, we got a group going, and
right.
We're not the flashiest of people, but we're going to stick around till we get it right, and we're all going to wear hats on the beach someday.
Yeah, wear a hat to the beach. So.
And then we'll be able to afford the upgraded version and last for an hour.
What do they charge for that?
I thought you had a do-rag on for a minute.
I did too.
that little thing popped up in front of where I could see myself, so I didn't know what I was looking like till I cleared that, that little timer thing. That did look pretty bad, didn't it?
Hey, yeah. The crack yards look good like this. You just fit right in. All right. Well, what's the subject we want to work on for next week?
Why don't just one of us pick one of us decide who wants to go first? How's that?
Who wants to go first?
We can do alphabetically and make Rose do it first.
Well, I would totally do it.
Oh wait, next week is Thanksgiving week, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm getting an MRI next Wednesday, so I'll probably be either in the car or.
Well, is everybody going to be available next Wednesday?
I'm always
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we can.
I don't want to promise because I will probably be home, but I will probably be cooking.
Yeah,
so,
you could do it from the kitchen.
I could do that, couldn't I?
Bring your laptop in the kitchen so we can all sit there.
I could train on making dressing. How would that be?
Terrific.
We'll do smell-o-vision and just scratch the.
Scratch and sniff.
Yeah.
So who's all here made boss?
You.
I did.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
You did. You made boss too, Rose?
I did.
I didn't put mine in the Skype group. I probably should have because when I didn't, then I saw so many people that were putting it in there. But they got that Skype group under control a little bit now, don't they? Have you noticed? You guys noticed?
Oh man,
I don't go in there very often.
It's better now than after Michael did some chewing and Tanya did some chewing, and I think Mark Dale did some chewing. Well,
Mark Dale's in your.
Better. No. He did it on his training, apparently, from what I understood on one of his training. Not about our Skype specifically, but apparently in general.
Well, before we get to lose our thing here, so we're working on somebody who wants to train next week.
Well, so I was asking, are we going to be available? Is everybody going to be available next week?
What was that again?
Rose is going to have an MRI. Sherry's going to be cooking.
I mean, the reason I asked about who's made boss or not, I think it might be good just to touch base for a little bit. How is our progress? Little pep talk. We don't have to be on long.
Yeah.
Oh, for next week?
Yeah, for next week.
Yeah, we don't have to. It might be we can work on the week after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I could take that. I'll try to see. I'm going to see what I can find on conversions. And since I'm
research that, I'll tell you, Steve, I research that every night. I look at MLM letters, conversions, warm traffic, cold traffic. I've purchased letters. I've reached out to Darren Hanser, who is actually David Wood's copywriter. I listened to, what was it yesterday?
What about the products? Do our products not help any?
Well, they do, but the question is, it's a new funnel, right? So I reached out to our leaders and I said, how is the conversions happening for you? Because before, they were happening pretty fast on the first leads, right? So I would get, if I bought traffic, I would get on 1,000 clicks. Sometimes I was buying 2,500 clicks. I got crazy at first. So I was buying quite a bit, and I would get 10, 15 signups in that one big bundle at first, not follow-ups. But now I'm not really getting any bites at first. And then the first day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4 letters, then I get a few trickle in, but they're not like they were. So I'm sitting there going, well, the funnels aren't really working so I'm playing with it because I'm not seeing it like it was. They're still working, but I think it's going to take more time.
Are you playing with the emails? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
And you're still sending them to the same.
Oh yeah.
The same sales video.
Yep.
That everyone.
I got that too.
I did too. I just got it one day last week.
There's a whole thing in here about email marketing that's really good.
Well,
good.
Like the Seinfeld series.
I haven't even started reading it yet, but I did purchase some training from Darren Hanser about a year ago on his email marketing, but that's been a while. I haven't gone back and done that either.
Yeah, it's just being consistent, and I don't know.
I've been using the system for 28 months now.
Yeah, it's interesting. Ryan, is it Dice with D's?
Isn't that how it starts off?
You know the guy, he talks about 7 emails in 7 days sequence. So how much or how little, and the frequency, it all depends on the people. And it also depends on quality versus quantity.
It's the targeted leads, too, that I'm having trouble with.
Okay. And who are you buying them from?
Oh, Michael. That's a pay. I'm talking about targeting them on Twitter or free or blog, that kind of stuff.
You doing Facebook yet?
No, we're doing Twitter.
Twitter? Okay. Where you can't really do too much targeting.
Well, you can. I just haven't figured it out yet. There's ways of doing it.
Apparently Michael does it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't target.
And
all those. Everybody.
He blasts everybody on. So I'm researching both Facebook and Twitter on targeting, and you can actually get.
There's I got 20 free Twitter books on my Kindle here. I've been reading them.
So who's your target market?
Mine?
Yes.
Executive, educated females, and trying to pull them out of corporate America.
Smart women, huh?
Smart women, age 30 to 45.
Find a single one. I'm looking for one.
What about the rest of it? Hey, your target market's the same as Steve's. How about that?
Yeah, that's the target market, buddy. I never thought about that.
Oh, man, I didn't know I was running a dating service, too. Hey, who knew?
Well, I just
whatever it takes, right?
Escorts are us.
What about the rest of you, target market?
I'm trying to figure that out.
I'm using.
I'm a heat and air guy.
You got what?
I've been using Twitter. Everybody talking at once, and then nobody talks.
What were you using, Tim?
Twitter.
Yeah, but that's a means, but is that a market? A target market?
Yeah, I mean, basically what I've done is I've gone through and gotten the names of people in a couple of different industries. I put them into this bot program, and it's going out, getting them, following them. They follow me back. I'm up to about 57,000 right now.
57,000?
Yes.
Are you doing follow liker?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Follow up.
Uh-huh.
And the weirdest thing is this morning when I got up, I had 2 of my accounts got locked out and 1 locked out later today. And they just needed to change the password on it, and then now they're back up and running again. But
Hey, we're going.
yeah, I see what you're saying. 1 because we have 1 minute left.
1 minute.
I'll say bye now. We'll talk next week.
All righty.
I guess we need to talk more about who our market is. It seems like we could really go there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably need to do that.
Yeah.
Good idea.
All right.
Okay.
Think about that for next time.
Write that down,
We
Steve.
can talk about that next week since it's kind of not to be specific training.
Cool. Let's
Next
do
week
it.
we're going to talk about our target market.
Okay, cool.
Oh, hey, Rose.
Yeah.
Go Blackhawks.
Go Black. Nice. All right. Good talking, guys.
Goodbye.
Nice talking,
Yeah.
guys.